Okay. So let's see if I can get this person to get out of here so I can open this door. Because it doesn't even cost a lockpick. I want to see what's in it, but they have to leave. No, don't come over here. Don't. Oh, you idiot. They're going to see me do this. I got to wait for them to leave. Daggy says vegans, hipster hair representation. This seems sexually progressive. I guess what they're saying is in the future, everyone's super progressive, right? That's what they're trying to say. You're right. I mean, just clean all those chemicals out of your life. You'll be fine. You'll cure the plague. Maybe I like my chemicals. Anyway, Philip Smelly cheered again. He said, I ate beetroot the other day and my poop was purple for 3 days. Yeah, that's what happens. The fuck's in here? Nothing? I grabbed some shit. I don't know what. It's like a weapon mod or something. I guess that's all that's in here. There's like nothing else in here. And nothing else, right? Nothing there? Okay, get out of here before they see me. Oh shit, wait. Oh, I gotta get some good stuff right there. Okay, put this gun down. So we got that over there, and then there's some more houses up in the background I could check out too before we go get Zoe. Seems like you can really take your time in this game and get a lot of shit. Oh my god, look at this. Dude, I'm completely looting their whole camp and they're so stupid they don't know it. God, they're dumb. Yeah, there's 2 more houses over there I think I can loot. What about this one? Can you get in this house? God, looting all their shit. This is ridiculous. They're really dumb. Look, there's no one around. Pick up power regulator? Oh, I don't know if I want to do that. Yeah, I don't know how to do. I don't know what that's. She scared me.
Follow me around before he left the cannery.
Huh? Thomas? What's she talking about? That's Thomas. He used to follow me around. What's she talking about? Who's Thomas? I don't see a Thomas. Huh? What is she talking about? Thomas? This is just a workbench. I don't know what the hell she's talking about. A Thomas? Modify. Grenade launcher. I can make that electric. Extendo sight or mag zap. I surely don't want to make my plasma rifle. I can actually add the extendo sight onto it as well. Nah, I like the electric mod. Well, I guess it would give it a zoom, the rifle. Security blade. Shock cannon. So I have a new gun called the shock cannon. Not very good, though. I don't know who she's talking about. Thomas. I didn't see a fucking Thomas. Looks like these buildings are closed. These are just for atmosphere. There's some mines out in the back. Careful there. Can't get in here. No. Let's go all the way up the back then. Up there. See what's up there. I looked at him. That was Thomas, that guy. It's just, I don't think his name was Thomas, though, was it? Some weapon parts, but this guy's looking at me. That's right, walk the fuck off. Alright, mind your own goddamn business. Alright, I got the weapon parts. Okay. So there's one house left to check out right here, right? And then I could go save, or go get Zoe. Oh shit. Someone's money just sitting there in the bathroom. That's where I store my money. I always hide my money right next to the stinky toilet. Just makes perfect sense. Alright. So now we know what this is. Let's go save, let's go save Zoe. So what direction? Straight. I just walked straight. It's straight ahead. Literally straight ahead. Okay. Alright. Damn, so many side quests. Every time I think I'm done, there's more to open up. So now we got another one here with Zoe. Oh, shit. A hooligan. Boom!
Down they go! Everyone all right?
He didn't do a very good job of looking out. For a lookout, he got fucked. He was like the last one on scene, and then he got destroyed.
Easy.
Oh my god, these guys suck. This gun is too good. This plasma rifle is incredibly good as a sniper gun. I didn't even kill all these. Where's the lookout? Is this his body right here? Yeah. No, that's a hooligan. Where's the lookout that I killed that was over here? I don't even know. I think his body disappeared or something. I don't see it. Maybe I vaporized him, because that happens sometimes with the plasma rifle. I don't know. Alright. Well. What the hell? Beautiful flowers. Let's continue back to town and get Zoe. I think Call of Duty will stick around a while. It'll be ditched by the new year. I don't know. I'm definitely going to give it more of a shot. I only played Team Deathmatch today. You know, I didn't even go into the other modes. I definitely want to try the whole ground war again. But we'll see. Alright, well, here she is.
What I wouldn't do for a Wentworth.
What the fuck's a Wentworth? I'm sent to find you.
Why? Adelaide wants me back on garden duty or something? Thanks, but I'm not going anywhere. This is where I belong.
I can intimidate level 38. Stefan told me about your favorite cereal. Damn, should I just intimidate? I could just intimidate and I'll probably get a bonus for doing that. Because I have the speech challenge. Yoshino Lover Charity said, I'm going to go back. I'm going to go, man. Stream is lagging with me. I hate it when it happens. Have fun with Outer Worlds. All right, man. Have a good night. Remember, you can always watch on YouTube later. Thanks for stopping by and thanks for the contributions, man. Okay. Should I intimidate? Fuck it, intimidate.
Yeah? Or what?
I bring back what's left of you. Grace never said you had to be alive. Do I look like I want to play games with you?
You know, you make a very convincing point.
Huh.
This place was getting dull anyhow. I'll take my stuff and head on
Huh.
back, I suppose.
Nice.
Grace is going to be glaring knives at me, so I've got that to look forward to.
Well, that was easy, and I got bonus experience for it. I leveled up. Holy shit. I leveled up for getting so much bonus experience for doing it that way. Because I could have done the whole serial explanation, but that was pretty lame, quite frankly. Let's see here. I just got lie and intimidate up to 40. So now I can do scramble duration and terrifies the area of effect goes up. Let's see here. I have 5 more. Oh, 2 more for science. Now I could tinkering cost is tinkering cost is lowered by 50%. That's good, right? Yeah. There you go. When I hit 30, or when I hit 20, I'll have a bonus where it says you can get a bonus chance for... You can repair weapons and armor in your inventory. You don't need a bench. So I'll probably work towards that next. Okay, well. Now I gotta go back, right? Can I fast travel back there? Oh, wait. I didn't apply them. I'll apply them. There we go. I forgot to apply my perk and everything. Oh, no perk. It's every other level. What about Parvati? No, no perks available. Okay. Oh, you can actually look at this. Look what I just found. It's a menu to program companion behavior. Aggressive, defensive, passive, mixed, melee, mixed range, distance. That's interesting that you can stay as close or far as you want. I like that. Okay, anyway. That's enough of that. So, where's the map? Yes, we can fast travel back. Cool. So maybe now Adelaide will be happy that I brought back Zoe and will be, you know, accommodating to my requests. How did I get to be so sexy? Oh, it took many decades of practice, trust me. Daggy Swerve says, I seem cheery lately. He likes the energy I've had on streams. Yeah, I mean, number one, the games are awesome. Like, WWE's been hilarious. This game is great. Modern Warfare's a mixed bag for me, but I still kind of like it. I just like having people coming out for new games to my streams. And, you know, I'm feeling quite positive about the future. I'm hoping, like I told you guys, we can reach this tips goal and get past this hurdle. And then after that, focus just on the rest of the year, you know, good gaming. So we'll see. So here's Adelaide. What the fuck kind of hair is that?
If you're hungry, there's meat turning on the spit outside.
Oh.
Find a place to lay your head down and I'll fetch you a poultice. Whatever your troubles with Edgewater, leave them at the gates and be welcomed here. Any questions, dear?
What the fuck happened to you? This seriously looks like a young girl who is wearing old person makeup. This does not look like an old person at all. The hair looks completely fake. It looks like regular hair frosted, like they put frost in their hair. Like, that is very disturbing, what I'm seeing right now. What the fuck is that? Okay, anyway. Let's go ahead and let's say USB Adelaide.
I have been called that, among other things. Green Thumb, grandmother, the strange old lady who keeps flowers. But yes, Adelaide will do just fine.
Excuse me, Miss McDevitt? Sorry, it's just... You got such pretty trees in here.
Why, thank you. You're Robert's girl, aren't you? I remember when you were but a sprout. Thomas speaks of you often. Are you staying long? You should try some of my tobaccorn tea. I brew it in an old spittoon, but it's been cleaned.
Yummy. Recently to make peace. This your greenhouse. Looks like you made a home for yourself out here.
A home for anyone who's ever turned their backs on Edgewater. A home for those of us with nowhere left to go and nothing to lose. So, like the spores of the puffball, cast on the wind and alighting on fresh soil, we put down new roots.
Why did you leave your own home? Let's
It
see
is
what
an
she has to
unpleasant
say.
story, dear. But the short of it is that sometimes one wakes up and realizes the place that was once her home for much of her life has changed. The home in which we spent our lives has left us behind, and so we must move on. And that is as much as I will say on the subject.
Alright, so Reed's coming to make peace with you.
Reed Thompson, you here on behalf of that cold-eyed reptile? Let's hear it. What's Reed's idea of peace, then?
Oh, we know. You're looting a part that belongs to the town. Come back to the cannery. Reed asked you to consider coming back. He's willing to make amends.
Make amends? Spare me. Only thing Reed knows how to make is a mess. Like everything else that comes out of Edgewater, that peace offering is canned.
Oh, it's canned.
I and my own are living just fine out here by ourselves.
So, here we go. He asked me to divert your power over to him. He mentioned a geothermal plant.
He would do such a thing. The question is, why would you agree to his plans?
You came as a power regulator and I needed to repair my ship. There you go.
Cannery's got a regulator. You want ship parts, you ought to rip them out of the cannery's guts and leave us be. If you're going down to the plant, you should divert power away from Edgewater.
Damn.
Toward our end of the grid.
She wants us to be to fuck the town.
You'd be liberating an entire town from a lifetime of service to that odious cannery. Seems the sort of thing a hero would do.
This is pretty crazy. So on one side, the guy he's telling me to do what's legally right. Legally, it's the space company or whatever that owns all this, and therefore we should do whatever they say. And since they legally have the rights to everything, we should make these people get kicked out, right? These people are like, no, we have a nice life out here. We're growing green stuff. We're finding the cure to the plague. We're not going by their stupid corporate regulations, and our life's much better. Screw them over and take their shit, almost like a Robin Hood character, right? So that's kind of interesting. So let's see here. What have you got against the town?
You've seen that miserable excuse for a town with your own lamps. Hollowed out workers laboring their lives away at the cannery, living off whatever scrap Spacer's choice throws them. You know that's true, don't you, Ms. Holcomb? Your father died of overwork. His heart gave out.
Seriously?
He was tired all the time, sure, but he was old, ma'am, and he raised me all by his lonesome.
Look what they did to this child. Lost her family to the company, and still she defends them.
So you made your point clear, and I'll see what I can do. I don't much like throwing you. I don't much like you throwing that in her face to get me on your side. What do you have against people trying to make a living? Let's say I help you. What happens to Edgewater? Let's see what she has to say about that.
Life in Edgewater grinds to a halt. The cannery shuts down, workers desert in droves, and our own little camp grows and thrives.
Do you think Reed's is trying to spite you?
You bring power to Reed's town and you'll be killing us. Reed knows it. He's counting on it.
Huh. So that's interesting. You have to make a moral choice. I'll consider it.
You will listen to your conscience.
So, the mission updated, right? You entered the geothermal plant without first speaking to Adelaide. If you divert power to Edgewater without giving her a fair warning, she's going to be upset. Adelaide proposed that you divert the geothermal plant's output to the botanical lab, depriving Edgewater of power. Okay. Oh, you were convinced Surrey to return to Grace. I gotta tell Grace that Zoe's back and get a reward for that. I didn't even realize that. I don't actually know what I do next. I think I have to go to the geothermal plant and make my decision. Where do I divert the power? I gotta divert the power somewhere, or I'll never get a regulator and I'll never be able to get off the planet. So who do I screw over? Someone's gotta get screwed. People are saying the game volume's a little low. I can up it a little bit. There you go. Who do you screw over, right? Here we go.
What is it?
Alright, I talked to Zoe into coming back.
We didn't always get along, but I'm glad to know she's safe. What happened, anyway?
She joined it with the Band of Marauders if they hadn't heard her. Huh.
Zoe joined up with a band of marauders. Zoe. The same Zoe who doesn't know a barrel from a trigger. Well, I've heard stranger things. You pretty much did my job for me. Least I could do is pay you for your trouble. Let me know if I can do something for you.
Okay. She paid me and gave me some experience points, right? Damn, a lot of experience points.
I don't know what you did to talk some sense into Zoe, but I appreciate it.
Deserter's reputation increased. Okay. Alright, so now I have to make my choice. I have to go back to the geothermal plant and make my choice. Huh. She gave me a bolter pistol, which I already have. Yeah, I already have one. She gave me another one. Right? Oh no! This is different. The bolter pistol. Huh. Small lightweight pistol. Interesting. It uses energy. Oh! It's an energy handgun. Right now I'm using this rifle. This is actually an energy handgun. See that? Huh. Interesting. Alright, we're gonna go back. Yeah, let's go back to the geothermal power plant. And we gotta make our decision. Did I talk to Thomas? No, I guess not, Darksteel. I don't think I did. I didn't see him. I didn't know who the fuck he was. I was looking all around. I couldn't figure out who he was. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't know who Thomas was, so I didn't talk to him. Yeah, what to do, Joe? I don't know. I mean, legally, the corporation is correct. Legally, they own all this shit. They put it down here. They have the rights to it. They should be able to do whatever they want with their own legal property. But these other people who want to do their own thing, technically are squatting on stuff that's not their property, but they're good people. They found a different way of life outside of the corporation. They found a way to farm and make crops thrive and actually found a cure for the plague. So, I don't know. I don't know. No, I'm not frozen. I'm moving. If you think I'm frozen, maybe your feet froze or something. Buy that stuff. Another armor mod to increase my carrying capacity. I'm buying that too. I'm gonna have 2 of those now. Alright, what can I sell? I'm gonna sell the security blade, the revolver, the bolter pistols. I guess I'll keep the bolter pistol. It's a unique weapon, right? And my junk. Okay. So apparently I gotta go back over here. Okay. Survive sweet treat. No, I've never had an earring, but thank you for the cheer. So, redirect the power. Plant status. It's at 22% efficiency. Structural damage detected. Notify your supervisor. Hold on a second. Weren't there other places in here? Like, there was other things to do. There was other switches and shit to mess around with. I might have to go take a look at those before I fuck with this. I want to make sure I'm not missing out on doing something important. Oh, look. Botanical lab. What the hell's that noise? Alright, that was a weird glitch. Sam Bridges Cheery said, Obsidian's graphics are more updated than Bethesda's as well. Bethesda's games that they were made in the early 2007s, not today. I mean, Fallout 76 does look like duty. I'm not gonna lie. It looks terrible. This already did. This is where I already was. This is where I cleared the guy out from. But there's other stuff to do. There's a switch or something around here, I remember. Trying to remember where it is. There's a switch. That's Emerald. That's the exit that way. Oh, I don't think I came up here before. No, I didn't look. I missed out on some stuff. Oh, this is a totally new area. What is this now? Unlock the office door. I just did. Aha.
Nice.
Opening everything. So there's a whole area I didn't find before. This is the office? Oh no, this just lets you in and out of the office, but I already got in from the other side. So there's really nothing in here. It's really not that important, just a couple items. Okay. Butt Sisters tipped me $5. Thick Not Han piece. I have no idea what the hell that means, but thank you for the $5 tip regardless. Thank you for that. Sadly, it's been generally, in comparison to the last few days, of slow tips day. You know, I'm looking to raise this amount by Wednesday, and today kind of slowed down a little bit. I mean, not much you could do about it, right? Look at this. I didn't go in here yet. Some items here. So thank you to those who are contributing tonight. I appreciate it. Access to files. Nothing important there. Nope. Okay. I'm stuck. Okay, so that's it. I swear to God, there's a switch. It's like a big red switch around here somewhere. And I don't know what it does. But it looks pretty important. And before I didn't pull it, because I thought it had something to do with rerouting the power. Now I want to find it to figure out what the hell it was. That's the office. This is where I came in the main entrance, right? Maybe I gotta go down here. Let's go down here again. Door is barred? Really? Okay, this is how you get into the... Yes, this is how you get into the innermost part of the plant. Yeah, this is the room, I think. Yeah, what is this? Alright, hold on. I'm gonna save. I don't know what this thing is. I never touched it, not knowing what it would do. Let's save and see what the hell this thing is. Okay. Thank you to Shanice who tipped me $5. I love your smile. Gee, thanks, Shanice. Okay, thank you for that. We're at $789 tips tonight now. Thank you very much. Alright, what happens? What did that do? Huh? I don't know. It did something, but I don't know what it did. This is where we found the guy trapped. A pneumatic piston. I already modified their behavior so they would attack each other. That's what I didn't hear. There's a hidden box on top there. Look at that. Whoa, this is to an area I don't think I went to. Look. What is this? Huh. Have I been up here? What is this? I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm apparently rerouting all this lava flow, but I don't know what that actually does. Okay. I guess we'll keep following it and try to figure this out. This takes us back up. So I rerouted 2 of the lava flow things. Right? It looks like it's coming through here now. See that? Maybe you need to do a certain sequence of things to do something secret or something? I don't know. Survivor's Retreat Shooter said James Cameron is a franchise killer. Aliens and T2 overshadowed the originals. Terminated the Terminator cheer mode. I mean, yeah, you're right. I think that Aliens and T2 are actually the best in both franchises. So in that regard, I think you are correct. Oh, look. I didn't even see that guy. Yeah, in that regard, I think you are correct. And then the future movies that he didn't do never lived up to the hype of the original, or the sequels that he made, right? Well, shit. I don't know what else we're supposed to do. What's this? Just personnel files. Oh, lightning returns on boxing says the switches you were returning on are meant to be hit after you try to redirect the power. Oh, really? So I'm jumping the gun is what you're saying. I'm doing stuff that I need to do later. There's a switch. Okay, there's a switch in here I haven't done yet. See those pipes? Edgewater. So there's 2 different ways to go. Edgewater or the botanical lab, which is on the other side there. And I guess what I need to do is I'm going to have to make the choice, flip the right switch. Because I don't see a switch here to do it. Joe just tipped $11. Thank you very much. He says, have an even 800. I don't like odd numbers. Interesting question. Do you have a favorite superhero? I love Batman myself. He always seems to look out for the little guys. When I was a kid, I always liked Wolverine. I don't know why. Maybe I just like the ultimate anti-hero badass style character. But it was always Wolverine for me. Today I don't care. Today I'm 37 years old. I don't have a favorite superhero anymore. I do like superhero stuff. I like Batman. I do. I like Batman more than Superman, that's for sure. But I certainly don't really do much in regards to superheroes anymore, so, So I don't really have a straight answer for that question, I guess. Alright. So. Let's head over here.
Once we do this, there's no going back.
Yeah. We're gonna make our choice. So let's save. And then we'll make our choice here. Survive Sweet Treat just did 100-bit cheers. Says you have to turn in Finia to get to a new city. I don't know what the hell Finia is, but thank you. Thank you for all the support this week, by the way. I totally... Oh, no, today's Saturday, right? I almost thought today was Sunday. Not today's Saturday. Okay. So, redirect the power. Error. Function fail. Manual override required. Activate all 3 electrical track switches. So, there's one more switch I haven't done yet. Down here. I missed that one. Look at that. Oh my god, look what I missed earlier. This was I totally missed it when I was here earlier. Damn, I almost missed out on good stuff. Because I'd lose some of this, but not all of it. I wonder... This goes up, right? So this isn't it. It's further down, so maybe it's through... It must be through that door right there. Because I already looted all this shit. Yeah. Okay. This way. This is where I rescued the guy who had lost his mind. Oh, is there... Oh. There's stuff over here I hadn't found. I never... Oh, yes, I did come this way. Never mind. I definitely came this way. This is where I turned off the gas or whatever. Workbench. Anything new to add to these? Probably not. Let's find out. Still nothing. You know what I want to do? I want to modify my armor now to carry extra stuff. So... Thug kit. Increases melee and defensive skills. Defense plus 10, melee weapon plus 5. Okay. Or backpack. Here you go. Increases your carrying capacity. Yes. I did it. So now I have a better carrying capacity. So backpack and hunter kit. If I did thug, it would override the hunter kit. I don't have anything here. But now I have more carrying capacity. That's excellent. That's what I wanted. These are identical, aren't they? So tinker. I have a lot of parts I could use on my weapons now. Let's see. I could tinker the assault rifle for cheap. Let's do it. They all cost about 300 to tinker with now. And they need to be repaired. Oh yeah, my bolter pistol, but I'm not using it, so that's about it. Everything else is fine. Oh, let's break down the revolver. It kind of sucks. And I have an extra plasma rifle. I might as well break that down too. I'm going to keep the bolter pistol for later. The only thing I do is put the zap mod on that. Okay. Alright, that's cool. Joe did a highlighted message. Do you like First Class, the new X-Men movies? I enjoyed them. Dark Phoenix was crap. I liked First Class. I liked Days of Future Past. And I like Logan. I didn't even see, what was it, Age of Apocalypse or whatever it was called. And I didn't see Dark Phoenix, so I heard they were both absolutely horrible. And I really didn't want to ruin my experience with the other movies because I thought that those were good. Here it is.
That's the last.
Now we can go back. So I guess you were supposed to have to come over here and fight all those robots, which I already did. But you were supposed to have to fight them in order to flip all the switches, but I already cleared the whole fucking plant, so it didn't matter. That's silly. Okay. Now we head back. Here we go.
Hey, mister?
Oh!
Look, I know you want your power regulator and all, but I just gotta ask you. Do you understand what you're about to do?
I wouldn't mind hearing your opinion.
I don't think you should cut off Edgewater's power. I think it would be cruel. I'm sorry. That just sort of came out all at once. Edgewater's hurting. We've been losing workers year after year, and corporate hardly ever sends replacements. There's barely enough Saltuna to fill our bellies anymore. But the town's got some good people in it. Decent, hard-working folk just living their lives the only way they know how. They don't deserve to be punished.
I see the point. I think I'm ready to make a decision. Reed tells me Edgewater's going to die without workers and power. The deserters are community. I can't destroy what they built. Huh.
Miss McDevitt's built something beautiful. Somehow she's talked the ground into giving life again. It's plain to see she's made the Vale a better place. Fed the hungry, tended the sick. Gave a home to those that had none. But Miss McDevitt delights in Edgewater's suffering.
Huh.
She wants to hurt the town. Do you really want to be party to that kind of hatred?
So okay. So what she's saying is, even though Edgewater's bad because it follows the corporation, at least they're doing stuff because it's legal or because they think it's the right way. She's doing it because she's so angry at the corporation. She just wants to hurt the people of the town regardless of the fact of who she hurts. She just wants to hurt them to kind of get revenge. So I kind of see what she's saying. Okay, Reed tells me Edgewater will die without workers in power.
That sure sounds like Mr. Thompson. If he was standing here, I imagine he'd remind us of how we're all one big, happy Spacer's Choice family. In Mr. Thompson's eyes, those deserters are still part of the Spacer's Choice family. The family must work together in order to survive. I hate to say it, but I think Mr. Thompson's got a point. Unless those deserters come back, Edgewater's as good as dead. Cutting off their power might be the only way.
This is unique because usually the companions are like the really moral compasses of the game, and they'll tell you to always do the goody two-shoes right thing. In this case, she's not telling you to do the Robin Hoodish goody two-shoes thing. She's telling you, screw that, you know, just do what's in the favor of Edgewater. Survive Street Treat. No, I am not pissed that Brainiac shrunk Candor. I'm aware he did it, though.
Sorry,
Okay.
I didn't mean to babble on like that. I felt like I had to say something.
I'm glad you did. I like hearing from you.
Really? I mean, wow. Thanks. No one's ever told me those words in that order.
Yeah, no one's ever told her they like hearing her opinion before. That's funny. Alright, we gotta make our decision. Redirect the power. Safety failures detected. High likelihood of moderate to severe structural damage. It's irreversible. Continue. So here we go. Alright. So, if we redirect the power to the botanical laboratory, the people growing stuff out there are completely screwed, and they're going to have to go back to Edgewater. There's nowhere else for them to go. They'll have no power. If we screw over Edgewater, well, a lot of those people will probably join the people at the botanical labs, while other people will probably go off to be marauders. But you're technically screwing over the company that owns the planet. Like, they brought all this shit to it. The only reason any of this exists is because they brought it. This is kind of like me thinking of, like, oh, the original colonies in the United States, where they only existed because Britain or England brought the stuff over, but then the colonies revolted against it and didn't like the, you know, the tyranny of the parent government, so they overthrew it, and then they became the United States, right? So this is it's pretty interesting dilemma, and I wonder, making this choice would flip things one way or the other in the game in the future. Larry loves gaming to me, $2. How's it going? Good to see you're still doing your thing. Keep up the great work. Thank you, Larry. I appreciate the $2 tip. Thank you for that positive sentiment. Sam Bridges said, I think it's safe to say that Bethesda is going to monetize the shit out of Elder Scrolls 6 at the rate they've been going. What do you think? Probably. I would just say this. Probably yes. Okay, This is tough. I'm gonna side with Edgewater. Alright. That's it. Botanical Laboratory is fucked. We made our choice. Yep. Now we gotta go retrieve the power regulator. So we gotta leave this place first. Survivor's Retreat shit, he said, you can play it both ways, put the gardener in charge. I don't know about that. Whoa. Oh, that's a vending machine. Okay, let's get out of here. Edgewater was the company. It was the town. Alright. So they're going to be forced to leave the botanical labs and come back to Edgewater. I probably made a horrible decision. He'll come back to bite me later. Dark Steel, I already did the whole Vicar questline in Edgewater. He's going to wait for me at my shit. Okay. We're going to go to Adelaide. And we got to take the power regulator from their town, right? Yeah. Actually, I can just fast travel over there. Yep. You're going to be pretty pissed at me. I hope they don't open fire. That'd be pretty dumb. I'll have to vaporize the whole town. Alright, let's see what happens. I don't want to have to kill everyone, but hopefully they don't attack me. That would not be good. Oh god, I got the LMG. They're gonna be so pissed off. Well, there's Zoe.
Home is where the heart is. Marauders took that saying a little too literally.
There's Stefan.
What happened? Sprat fell into a transformer again?
Oh, I'm pretty sure that's not what happened.
One of us want to go see what happened?
That's the thing about growing old. Your eyes start to fail. Elsewise, I would have seen you for the snake that you are, chopped you into pieces and roasted you on a spit. This is all you're doing. Cutting off my power, killing off my garden. Without refrigeration, my food will spoil, and my flock will starve. I want to ask you this in private, away from the eyes of my flock, so they do not see me lose my temper. Tell me, why did you do it?
Why is her hair black now, by the way? Reen needs his people back? This isn't personal. I need your power regulator. Huh. What do I tell her? I mean, it's both. It really is both. You need the power regulator one way or the other.
You killed my garden, destroyed my community, sentenced my flock to a lifetime of slavery in Edgewater for a power regulator.
That's
Well,
right. That's life.
shit, I wish it was personal. Go talk to Grace and Thomas. Look them in the eye and tell them their life here is over, and the only thing left to do is go back to Edgewater. This is now your responsibility. And you
Oh, well,
tell
who
Reed
cares?
Thompson that I will never return to Edgewater. I would rather die among my flowers than live under his management.
I'm willing to do what Reed for you. You're being unreasonable. Come back. What happened to you? All this anger had to come from somewhere.
My son worked in that cannery. When the plague started coming, he was one of the first to fall sick.
Ah.
We had a store of medicine locked away, but Reed refused to treat him. Said my boy didn't deserve treatment. Said the medicine would have been wasted on him. So I buried my boy in the cemetery, gathered my belongings, and left. That's as much of the story as you need to hear.
I'm willing to deal with Reed for you.
You offering to cross Reed off, huh?
Yeah, kill him.
This some sort of twisted reparation for what you've done? Or you just looking for a chance to sow some chaos?
Oh shit.
Kill Reed if you must.
Oh my
I'm talking
god.
to leaving if you can.
What the
He
hell?
and I are not sharing the same four walls together.
You could get rid of Reed. Oh shit. I'll need some help convincing him.
Tell Reed that I can make his people healthy again. I can end their plague. Start a new garden right in the cannery. 3 square meals for every man and woman in Edgewater. Tell him how I've made the Vale bloom again. The soil has whispered its secrets to me, and I alone know how to breathe life back into the earth. The secret is human corpses.
Oh.
I've been grinding them up in my fertilizer for years.
Oh.
Work
Nice.
don't matter much to me. The human body is rich with nutrients.
Well, there you go. It's a circle of life. Right? What happens if you run out of corpses?
Edgewater Cemetery's got corpses aplenty. Enough for a generation's worth of crops.
It's the circle of life and it moves the soul. Yeah. Alright. That's interesting. Anyway, I need this regulator, so thanks. Okay then. So now we can go back. We could see what we do with Reed. We also got to talk to the people in town, right? This one was I didn't even talk to this guy Thomas. I never talked to him.
Hope Adelaide's okay. Everybody keeps staring at me. It's not my fault the power's dead. Whoa, Miss Parvati. You're what? How are you? Hi.
What the hell?
Hello.
Are you, are things safe out here? How you keeping?
What an interaction.
Great, just great. I've been trying to keep stuff running, just like you. Only I'm not so... Wait, they didn't kick you out, did they?
Oh gosh, no, I'm just along with this fella here.
I seen you wandering around here. You don't look like you're coming from town.
I'll take that as a compliment.
Well, what I meant was you're reasonably well armed and don't look stricken with plague. Sorry, I just wasn't sure if you were from town or if you were one of us. Something's been chewing at me, you see. Fact is, I've been, well, lying. To everybody here. Camp thinks I'm a mechanical genius, but I couldn't fix a busted chair.
He's a charlatan. Never too late to start learning. I'll give you a few pointers.
I'll take all the help I can get. I set my mind to learning the craft of the engineer, you see. I want to make something of myself. You ever heard of the Young Spacer's Guide to Mechanical Engineering?
The
Comes
what?
in a set of 3.
Oh, I think I have
If
some
I
of
had my
these.
hands on one of those data pads.
Yeah.
I could teach myself the ins and outs.
I think I have 2 of the 3.
Those are good. My dad kept a copy with him when he was working in the cannery.
I know the old community center kept a copy.
I found
Should
that
find
one.
another one back in town. If you could find me even one of those pads, I'd be greatly obliged.
Okay, I have some of them. Yeah, I've got one of those data pads you wanted.
No kidding. Really? Well, which one?
I found part 1 and the elusive part 3. Alright, part 1.
Look at that. Building a computing machine out of Spectrum potatoes, a primer.
Out of
I'm
potatoes?
just glad it survived all
What?
these years. I appreciate you going through all that trouble. In fact, I put aside something special on the off chance that somebody'd search out those data pads for me.
Yeah, I got more for you. Actually, thank you, Survive Sweet Trees did a couple cheers here. First, he said, do you think one day we will live underneath the tyranny of a red sun? Who knows? Maybe. And then Survive Sweet Trees here, he said, I like how the NPCs turn their head to talk to you. I was saying this to Kat yesterday. The NPCs in this game seem really natural. Like, their mannerisms, the way they talk, they look like it's a normal person actually having a conversation with you. While in previous Fallout games, they looked like mannequins that were moving, and sometimes they would look at off the camera, they would be all glitchy and fucked up. In this game, they look a lot better, in my opinion. So I like that a lot. It feels like you're actually talking to a person when you're having these discussions. Joe, who are you? You are someone who was frozen on a corporate spaceship that was accidentally frozen for 75 years. You were thought out by a rogue scientist. You crash landed on this planet, and all you're trying to do is get off the planet. So you're trying by any means necessary to get off this planet. That's it. Okay. So I got more.
Well, don't keep me in suspense.
Here it is, the elusive part 3.
The geothermal plant? Now that is just incredible. You really went exploring down there? Adelaide always told us it was swarming with hostile mechanicals. 2 whole data pads? Be still my beating heart. Oh, almost forgot your payment.
So I gotta go get the 3rd one. Did I say it was in the cannery? I'll just see if I find any others.
Sure. I'd be glad to take them off your hands.
Okay. Let's not tell them to go back to Edgewater yet. Let me find the other data pad, right? The frightened engineer. Yeah, there it is. Let's go get that data pad, bring it back, and then tell them to go back to Edgewater, because I'm afraid if I tell them to go back to Edgewater now, it might cancel the side mission out. And I don't want that to happen. I want to get all the rewards for the side mission first. Exactly, Joe. Hence the I'm just needing a power regulator. All you should really care about is getting off the planet. Yet you get all wrapped up in all the stuff that's been going on this planet. So, So, damn, guys, can you believe I've been playing? I'm almost 2 hours in. Can you believe I've been playing almost 2 hours tonight already? I can't. It seems like I just started. This game, seriously, you get immersed in it, and next thing you know, hours have passed. I feel like I just started playing. I'm actually happy because I remember I'm playing this tomorrow as my main gameplay stream, 4 more hours. I'm glad because, goddamn, did time fly tonight. I thought for sure I was getting off the planet, and I didn't. I didn't even get off the planet. The Saltuna Cannery. There it is. Well, that was fast. Okay, straight this one in. Yes, I have played Medieval. I played it on PS1 and I loved it. And that's correct, Darksteel. That is the definition of a good RPG. A game that when you start playing it, you get so immersed and having fun with it, you don't even realize times flow by. I can't believe it's almost, you know, it's past. It is 9 o'clock. Fuck. Survive Sweet Treat. Just curious. I recently thought about a bucket list. Swimming with dolphins would be nice. I guess that would be pretty nice. Swimming with dolphins. Yeah. Okay, let's finish this mission.
Any luck finding one of those manuals?
There you go.
No kidding. Really? Well, which one?
The only one that's left, stupid. Here we go, part 2.
Ain't that just ironical? If I'd worked a little longer back at the cannery, I might have found this myself. That's a complete set. All 3 parts. I'm gonna be the greatest engineer Halcyon's ever seen. Aside from you, Ms. Parvati, I swear, I'll do you proud.
I'm glad we could help, Thomas.
I've been saving something for you. Just a little contraption.
An
I
electrocharged
found.
surface?
Should fit right into your outfit.
Really? So let's tell him to go back to Edgewater.
I've been thinking about going back. I'm not much use to anybody here. I get sick thinking about working at the cannery. I can't do that again.
Don't work at the cannery. You wanted to be an engineer. Right.
You know something? I think you're right. The town could use another engineer, and I'm on my way to becoming one.
Now that he has the books,
I could
right?
do a lot of good in it.
Yeah.
Maybe even keep a garage of my own with a little workbench and my very own toolbox. It's just... Adelaide's never gonna forgive me. Not in 100 years. I go crawling back to my old life in Edgewater, and I'm as good as dead to her.
Yeah, stay put. I'm going to try to talk Reed into stepping down.
You know where to find me.
So once Reed steps down, then I tell him to go back. Okay. Alright. So if I go back and I talk to... Yeah, I talk in Edgewater. I convince Reed to leave. And then I can have all the Edgewater people go to Edgewater. Excuse me, all the Botanical Lab people go to Edgewater. Let's see if I can do this. I have like 10 minutes left. Let's see if I can do this. Yes, the game has a VATS-like system, shrimply pimply, but it's not really VATS. All it is time slows down into like bullet time, like slow bullet time, so you can aim easier, and you get like damage buffs and the like when you're in it. Sometimes you can get upgrades, like one of them says you can move faster while you're in it and stuff like that. So, but yeah, it has it. It has that simple. Or that simple. That system. What am I talking about? That's simple. Okay. Well, thank you, Haley Kitty, for letting us know Crusader Kings is free. I know nothing about the game, nor have I really heard of it. So I'm not really interested in that right now, but thank you for the heads up regardless. Alright, can we get rid of this asshole? I'll convince him with my gun. Jesus, how'd she get in here? She was nowhere near me. It's scary. Alright, dickless.
This is a fine day, friend. Power flows through our town like a cool stream of water. I trust Adelaide's people have seen their way to reason. So, when can I expect them back at their posts?
She'll go back as long as you're here. Yup.
Then we are at an impasse. Stewardship over this town has been entrusted to me by Spacer's Choice. I am not perfect. I have made my share of mistakes. But I have done my best for this town.
A change of leadership might have met me with this town's needs. The town's terrified of the plague. Abernathy asked me to steal medicine for him. You let Adelaide's son die.
Her son got sick with plague a couple years back. Company never gave us enough medication to treat the whole town. So I had to choose, you see. Adelaide's child or someone else's. She's never forgiven me. I don't expect she ever will.
You see, doing your best, all I see is the town falling to pieces. It's not your place to make that decision.
But I did. I made the decision. I am responsible for it. And I must shoulder the burden. I am a Spacer's Choice man. My father was a Spacer's Choice man. Edgewater may not look like much to some buttoned-up freelancer. But it is my home.
Nor will I try to attack. At least people aren't getting sick with plague. Yeah, here we go.
I don't believe you. Plague's a reality of life. Best treatment is a good work ethic.
The town doesn't eat anything but salt tuna. Of course you're going to get sick.
You are disparaging our parent company, and it is not appreciated. We are a Spacer's Choice salt tuna cannery. We eat salt tuna here, and only salt tuna.
Pretty sure it's your food that's making you sick. You need Adelaide's garden. Yeah.
I don't understand. You say Adelaide's growing her own food, but that should not be possible. The soil's gone sour. Company said as much. Our own botanist couldn't grow decent crops for us, so the company got rid of him and shut down the greenhouse.
Ah, persuade. Adelaide found a way to grow food. She'll come back if you step down.
You'll excuse me for being skeptical. How exactly is Adelaide growing crops in barren soil?
Lie? All I know is that it involves some really complicated math. Or I can tell her human courses. Let's just lie. Fuck it.
If Adelaide's found a way to feed her people and cure the plague, then she deserves this office more than I do. I won't stand in her way.
I lied and you believe me because he's an idiot.
Here's ended.
Ha!
Give me a little time to settle my affairs. I'm sure Adelaide will be glad to see the back of me.
Wow. He's a moron. You don't have to do this, you know.
I do. Adelaide's found a cure for the plague, and she knows how to tend to crop. She's what this town needs.
This can't be easy for you.
I have always tried to do right by my town. It has never been easy.
Thank you, Survive Sweet Treat, for another cheer. He says, Vats and Companion Attack rock the house. Vickers Cinematic is awesome. I still haven't used Companion Attack. I keep forgetting. What are your plans?
A couple months ago, I might have put in for a transfer. It's a big colony. Spacer's Choice has other towns. Now, I couldn't show my face in any of them.
Nah. Why not?
No such thing as an honorable resignation. Suppose I could find a place outside the walls, or put in for early retirement.
You won't last a day outside the walls.
I don't know.
Ha!
I could see myself lasting a week.
So I did it. He's gone. He's gonna leave. Okay. Now let's go back to Adelaide. Nice. I wonder how this is gonna work out. Will they actually survive out here? Will everything work well now? I don't know. Interesting. Ooh. Excuse me. Whew. No. Bodish at Vakile. I can't say this guy's name, but he says, think how pissed he'll be when he finds out that a lie justified the ends. That was the truth. You know, you lied about it. I mean, yeah, I mean, they're using human bodies as fertilizer, but in reality, that is the circle of life. Like, you're supposed to do that.
Sorry. I'm just trying to figure out what to do is all. What's on your mind?
Oh, is that it?
Couple months. I owe...
Oh, okay. So you can't do it
Sorry.
yet. Oh, fuck. I have to talk to Adelaide first. Then maybe they'll all go back.
Look at that. The snake's come back.
All right, here we go. I truck reading to leaving.
I never thought I'd see the day that Reed Thompson abandoned his post. Suppose we all have a breaking point. Suppose it's time our flock made our way back to Edgewater. We must tend to what remains of the town.
Quest
and
complete.
carry on with our lives as best we may.
That's a lot of experience points.
You're vexing to me, you know? Injuring us with one hand, helping us with the other.
The board doesn't like me.
I'm giving you something to leave us be.
Just give me a
It's
wash.
a ransom. You understand, not a reward.
Edgewater's better off with you running the place.
You're telling me you did all this just to put me in charge of Edgewater? Stranger, you are some kind of twisted. I might turn that old cannery into a garden. Got ourselves a whole cemetery bursting with bodies. I need some time to gather my personals. Long walk back to Edgewater. Got a considerable burden to carry.
Take care. Level up. Now can I tell them to go back to Edgewater?
Sorry. I'm just trying to figure out what to do is all.
There you go. Adelaide tells me she's moving back to Edgewater.
Adelaide said that? Was she sober at the time?
I
I never imagined she'd step
No.
foot in Edgewater long as Reed ran the town. Something must have changed in Edgewater. Adelaide's good as family. If she's going back, so are we.
All right. Same thing with her, right?
Never liked Reed much.
Can't say I'm sorry he's gone.
That's it. So I think we're done. I wonder if I go back to Edgewater, would everything change? Or yeah, because now they're just telling me to go back to my ship. Yeah, look, I completed all the missions on this planet. Damn, I did like every single mission. Holy shit. So, let's see here. I can get my sneak and lockpick and hacking up. I can get my medical up to 40. Unlock the 3rd drug mixing slot for the inhaler. Oh, repair weapons and armor in your inventory? I'm doing that. I got a 3rd drug mixing slot. There we go. Alright, perks. I got a new perk I can unlock. Let's do... Weapon armor durability loss. Ammo stock on vendors. Consumable and general stock on vendors. Cycle time recharge rate up. Walk speed up. Damage when alone in party. Unlock the ability to fast travel when encumbered. Companion kills grant you experience. Technical time meter maxed. Vendor prices down by 20%. Let's do that. Let's make vendor prices cheaper. There you go. So last thing for the night, let's go back to Edgewater. And let's see if anything's changed. I definitely want to see what this new thing was. Remember he gave me a mod for my my suit? My armor, excuse me. I want to see what that mod is. And then that's going to be it for tonight, I think. And then tomorrow I'm playing this another 4 hours. So we're going to get off the planet of Edgewater and start a new journey tomorrow. Which is pretty cool. Survivor Sweet Tree had cheers. The Vicar is a trick. Alright, well, we'll see what happens. He's been waiting for me at my ship the whole time. For me to clear all this up, so. Why am I not staying on? Because I'm playing this 4 hours tomorrow. I don't want to play this all night and then play tomorrow and then get bored of it. I like the game a lot. And I need to rest. I need some time to rest for myself. I've been so overworked recently. Seriously, like, you guys have no idea behind the scenes how much shit I've been working and doing. I just need a little bit of time to myself to freaking sit back and relax a little bit tonight. Okay. Modify the armor. Electrocharged surface. Applies an electrical charge to the armor's exterior, occasionally shocking an attacker who comes in contact with it. Okay. So this armor has 3 mods on it now. Damn. That's pretty good. Alright. So that was an excellent session. I think we should save up. And, like I said, a big 4-hour session coming right away. So we're going to get off this planet and see what awaits us on the next one. Cool. Good stuff.